catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world.
You made me dance.
But I hadn't really gave it like a huge amount of thought.
Yeah. Innocent. Oh, do you know what's coming up right now? Innocent focus. I've talked about this before because I did the same. It was, you know me, I hadn't read anything. You know, I just flow, and hadn't read any of Michael's information because I'm already doing my paid workshop and I haven't done my free ones, but not to worry, that's fine. I haven't done the training yet. Anyway, I digress. I saw a little post from Sally, so thank you, Sally. It was you just saying I'm going to be doing 3 free mini seminars, and I gave it a little tiny little bit of innocent focus, just a fleeting thought in my mind. A few weeks ago, said, "Oh, I'll be doing that then as well," and then I let it go because it wasn't, you know, it wasn't important. There was no grip. There was no got to have, need that. It was just a thing. And then it was a few days after that I got invited to do the speaking event at the Diamond, you know, the Diamonds in the Presence of the Universe. Yes. And I remember messaging to and fro with the lady who was organising that. And I, you know, thinking, oh, I wonder if this will be paid. You know, I wonder if it'll be for free. And then I had a ding ding moment of, and I messaged her to say, wow, it's 2 weeks after, or 3 weeks after my training with Michael. So it's meant to be my free, you know, my first free one. And it's the innocent focus, I think, is what I'm getting at here. What do you think?
I do. I think that, I think there's a few things happening. There's that innocent focus, because, where you don't have resistance to it. And then also what I'm loving about the Michael Lozier course is that what he was saying, I didn't really get, but now I'm really getting it, is that because he's saying that you'll learn how to sort of razzle dazzle and really pull people in who are wanting to, obviously they want to be doing law of attraction, but in a way that they're really getting it. Yeah. And then he's saying that you can do 3 free courses, so it's almost like taster ones. Well, then that's just going to lead on to doing courses from that. Yeah, because it's easier to do free ones, if you know what I mean.
It is,
You say, I'll go and do it for free because then I don't have to ask for money. But then once you've done your taster, people are going to want to do more. And then that's just so easily led you into doing that. And also the other thing I was going to say is that what I've really been doing recently is just, like I say, trusting more and thinking, if I have a purpose to be doing something, the universe is going to help me.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, you think that blocks are being put up. If there's a block, that is the universe helping me, because it's kind of just saying you either haven't cleaned up your vibration on that, or you haven't, you know what I mean? It's guiding me. So I'm kind of going through the least resistant path instead of trying to fight. You know how in the past you'd be ringing somebody, thinking I've got to get through to them, and not getting that actually after the 3rd telephone call. You know, after the 3rd time I might call, or even 2nd these days, I think, should I just leave that for now? Am I meant to ring them in 5 hours when they've just been told that they've got a promotion and they're in a really good mood?
Yeah.
And, you ring them then and they're like, yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah. That's so synchronistic what you've just said as well. We're definitely in the right bubble and the right place at the right time. And I get that so much now. I think we're told to believe, really. We're almost trained, right, from kind of being kids. Well, this is how it used to be, obviously different now. Yeah. That you should keep trying. You know, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And,
what's that famous one? Colonel Sanders went to 2,000 restaurants before he... Well, now if he'd got in the vortex first, or went to the first one, he might have got...
Yeah, I thought that was Anthony Robbins who I think shared about that, and I love Anthony Robbins' work.
I do,
again, it's stuff what gets you into what you need to know, but there's certain examples like that. Yeah, didn't he go to like 2 million chicken factories? His recipe was sent to every person in the world, and then the final person he succeeded after 100 years, and he was too old to enjoy it. No, I'm only joking. I say all this in jest. But yeah,
it's our sense of humour. I think people will get that we come from a good-hearted place, but we do have a giggle, don't we?
Oh, definitely. It's about how you look at stuff. Like, obviously, we're well and truly in the vortex right now, and somebody could be watching this thinking, well, poor Colonel Sanders, and, he was only trying. At the end of the day, you know, we've been there and still get there sometimes where you think, try again and set goals and succeed. And again, this comes back full circle, back to what we watched this morning about letting go of the success.
Yes.
Letting go of everything, really. Obviously not my tea in the mug, because I've still That's the message. When there is mastery, there is no mystery.
I wish I could read the tea leaves.
Look, do you know what's funny as well today? And I'm sure that other people...
Your life is going to be amazing.
She is. We have a serious discussion. May I just say this, Jackie? We kind of get into that... We're in the vortex, but we're having like this kind of serious, you know, discussion about life and all its wonders, and then we just have to start laughing and do something silly. This is our inner child coming out, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yay.
Yes.
How cool.
That's another thing, isn't it? Just getting that whole being a child again and just embracing the silliness and the being happy and kind of just bubbling up with excitement and having confidence in those spaces. That's one of the big thing for me this week, is that whatever I do in the vortex, if I fall out of, I say the vortex, if people don't know what that means, it's in that really good feel place. But if I fall out of that good feel place, now I've got to a point where I know however awful I feel, I can trust what I did when I felt good and leave that alone. So there's no backlash on anything I do when I feel good, and that's been a really amazing.
I love that, because I've been getting that recently as well. I think I picked up on your vibe with it, but I've been doing the same. It's almost like you're letting go of any sense of regret or what ifs. This works for past and future, and it keeps you in the now, because rather than focusing on what you did do, or like I did a video the other week doing silly dancing and I was singing, and the old Liz would have maybe looked back at the video and thought, oh, I can't believe I did that, oh my goodness. And that's kind of, it's like holding on to that energy from then, and you can do it with future stuff. I call them the worry beans. You know, you've got a bag of worry beans within you, and there's the worry beans for the past, and then there's the worry beans for the future, and you're juggling them all around within you, and it gives you the butterflies, but not necessarily in a good way. And it's about releasing that and just saying, I'm just going to drop it. Like now, you know, whatever happens, whatever's said, we're in our vortex, so it's okay. It's perfect.
And do you know what as well? I was having this subject about things that I might have done when I was younger and in my past, because you mentioned the past, and now things that I might have beaten myself up for, because what was I thinking? I felt embarrassed about what I did when I felt good. But now I'm looking and going, now I can look at those things and go, oh, everything I did then was right. You know, and that kind of puts so much right so much quickly, you know. It's like, oh, anything I did in that feel good place was the right thing to do, always was. And it's like, it's a perfect unfolding. This is what we always say. If people watch us bouncing to and fro on Facebook, because we do have a lot of interaction. That's why it's so great that we're here interacting, so everybody can have a nosy into our conversation as well. Yeah. We're always finish it off with, you know, what else is possible? How does it get any better than this? Yeah. How does it get even better? But as well, we've always got that underlying theme of it's all unfolding perfectly. It's all magic. It's all fine. It's all good. And even our personal interactions on email, the interactions people don't see, when we did meet up, we were on that theme. It's like a theme between us. And I know personally, in my life, it's kind of a theme of, even when the crap comes up, it's like, well, it'll all work out perfectly. It's, you know, it's happening just how it should be happening. It's unfolding just how it should be unfolding, and it's all good. I love that saying, it's all good. It's all good. It is all good, because even like you say, when the contrasting moments come up, and they will keep coming up, it's because it's giving you a chance to clean it up so that you can move forward into that next episode that's kind of that vortex of creation that we've created already. It allows you to step into it, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's kind of funny now these days when you're sitting going, I know I don't like this feeling, but when I clean it up, there's going to be some goodies at the end.
Because it's almost like they've been there, done that, and each time you're going in this, you know, cycle, because I think everything in life is a cycle. Like we have day, we have night, like we have wet, we have dry, you know, cold, hot. it's all the cycles. And sometimes you get to that lower point of a cycle, it's like, oh, I know I'm coming up again, and I'm finding more and more that it's happening quicker and quicker. You know, when you used to get stuck in the mire, so to speak, or you'd get out of the vortex moments, it might take a bit longer to clean it up. And we used to do the practices, you know, like focus wheels, and we've made similar videos about that. And I
set the book for days writing focus wheels.
Yeah. And I've just got a flashback actually. I've got to share this. I'm just looking at the time because I think we'll be, I know we said about half an hour for our ViBe share, and I can honestly say, Jackie, I could sit here all day sharing. I'm so grateful that we're going to be doing it every Monday. How cool. This is brilliant. I'm so grateful. What was I going to say? Yes. Cast your mind back to earlier this year.
Yeah.
I made, and I know I'd seen your video, because it's funny sometimes on YouTube, my videos pop up with your videos afterwards and vice versa. It's like we're in the vortex people, or in our positive vibes. We were sharing about focus wheels, and at the time I was having some real contrast with my health and my skin. Do you remember? Yeah. And that's when we really started connecting on a deeper level as well. I think we were connecting on a out of the vortex but getting into the vortex. So it was almost like we could be having, I'll just put this out there, see what you think. Yeah. Not sure where it's coming from, but we could have been having a negative out of the vortex experience, but when we shared with each other, that experience was actually in the vortex, and that's helped me to be able to share and accept anything, good, bad, indifferent, and keep it in a positive light. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that, I think, well, I mean, we're both on Facebook and we use Facebook and we connect with a lot of people there as well. And I noticed even as a group, that we've done it together, but as a group, I've seen the whole group move through of our friends, sort of, you know, there was a whole time where everybody was getting in a lot of, they had to get out, well, I don't want to even say the word, but you know, the F-U-C-K-it period. Everybody was just like, needed to get it off their chests. Mm. And at the time, I just thought, goodness, anybody looking in some of the groups we're in will think there's something weird going on. But it's almost like people just had to get it out their systems, and then moved into this much happier, you know, people still have frustration and kind of, you know, and come in and out the groups, but it's just, I feel like the levels go up the emotional scale. Anybody who doesn't know about the emotional scale, go to Abraham Hicks or ask us, because people can write to us and ask.
Oh, yeah.
About anything they don't understand anyway, because obviously we don't want to go over the same material all the time, but I could just keep talking.
Keep going, just let it all come out.
Just... You know, do you know what it is though, Liz? I know you're like me. This is like your subject and it's my subject, and we'll have so much passion for it that we could talk to people till their ears fall off, couldn't we? Really?
Yeah. Or like what I said about my singing earlier, put some earplugs in because your ears might bleed, but you're so right. It's because we're so passionate about it. Do you know what I'm thinking though as well? What's really helped us, and I know that you got a ding-ding light bulb moment when Michael Lozier mentioned about talking about the vortex in the world of you and the world of Liz Green. Because it's like the Liz-isms, the Jackie-isms, the vortex. And for anybody watching this who's thinking, well, what the chuff is a chuffing vortex? What are these women on about? It's just about being positive. It's about being who you really are. Yeah, knowing who you really are. And authentically, in full integrity, opening up your heart and soul. The heart, right behind your head at the moment, Jackie. Yeah, it's... Oh, I've got the goosebumps.
I've got vortex next to the heart.
But that's what it is. It's, you know, it's jargon. Or was it jargon? I can't remember. Michael said there's a term, isn't there, for...
it was jargon,
Yeah, it's just names for things, but how I see it, it's just being... who you really are.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's about keeping it real and...
Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world.